Alright, guys, so initially I did do a review on this, but I guess the series wasn't fully done when I did do this. But we have Tougen Anki, the first season review, the official first season review, so I'm gonna have to re upload this. But overall, I've already talked about this series beforehand, and again, you guys should already know if you've been following me. I did not know about this anime or story, even from the manga, until it got released on Crunchyroll. But this story is really cool, to the point of you have a character by Shiki who he is an Oni who was raised by his surrogate parent that found him, and he does not know what he is, and then his surrogate father gets killed. He gets rescued by another Oni that's like him, because they're pretty much like demons, and you have these other ones that are kind of like the so-called good guys, but they do things very evil. And when Shiki goes into this school that is supposed to help him not only learn his abilities but also show off his abilities and learn how to improve as a character, he wants to go after his father's killers. And then he also meets different people that become his allies slash friends, and he even becomes friends with an Oni as well, who really gets him to understand and think of, okay, what exactly am I doing? Like, why are we having this war? Why is all this happening? And when this starts occurring, you see where the lines between Oni and their enemies start to kind of go in between, of like, okay, why are we having this war? Why are we doing this? And each of these characters have a good story. One can control her powers, the other one, he's out revenge for his father, the other one has something to prove, the other one, she's very attached and clingy. And then you have, these other ones from the Momotaro, who they all have their reasons. Everyone has their reasons of why they're doing what they're doing. And the way that this story goes, and the way that they are perceiving it, really reminds me of Blue Exorcist in a way. It really does. And I love Blue Exorcist. So that's one way to compare this show into something. I think between Blue Exorcist and probably a little bit of Demon Slayer, then you guys may enjoy this, because it has a lot of the same things that I enjoy between comedy, action, adventure, drama, thriller, good anime for animation, and all the above. I mean, you have this character that is a young guy. He is very angry. He's willing to prove something, but he has all these powers. He doesn't know what to do with it. And we later find out that he comes from an ancient bloodline that he doesn't even know about until one's explained to him of, look, this is rare when something like this happens. You have, from one of the first ones that goes into your bloodline, but the more you use it, the more your power is going to drain. So again, this magnificent power is going to come with a cost, and he's one of those. He's very outspoken. He's very eager. He's a wild card. I mean, again, Shiki is a wild card, but being able to show his abilities, because again, he's able to use guns or whatever the case of it is. And you have another character who's able to use like knives or saws or blades. Then you have another one that is able to use her fists and feet. You have another one that could transform into a huge giant type of monster, which is berserk, because if they lose their control, they can go berserk and become a mindless monster and kill everything in their path. So I would definitely say, if you've never watched Tougen Anarchy, definitely give it a shot, like I've said before in my first so-called review, but this is actually going to be the true review of this show. But overall, guys, if you have seen it, great. If you haven't, go watch it. Pick up the anime, not the anime, pick up the manga if you want to as well. I really recommend this to anyone that wants something new to watch, especially with all these animes coming out, and we're all not going to have the time to watch every single one. But again, check it out, and you may like it, you may not. Either way, that's perfectly fine. But overall, what's your overall stance on it? Let me know about it down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.